New year, new EDC, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the EDC world has gotten a little overwhelming for my personal taste. However, we're gonna go over my kind of basic EDC. Welcome to my channel, my name is James, and today I wanna go over what's in my pocket, what's on my body, and then what's in my bag, but let's get to the video. What's in my pocket. And I try to keep this relatively simple, but there are some certain things that I definitely carry that are important to me. The first one being is a knife. I tend to go in between two different knives. I either do my Benchmade, this is the Jared Ozer collaboration from a number of years ago. I don't remember the exact time. I love it. It's kind of like the flicker. So it's a one hand, a Tonto blade, which is something that I really like. And it's like a robust, big knife, but it's like kind of something that I could stick in my pockets if I'm wearing a suit or if I'm just kind of keeping things really casual. This is a really great option. And then another knife that I typically use, and this is the one that's probably getting more use than any other of the knives that I have, is this Swiss Army knife. And it's just a super thin stainless steel knife with a regular kind of blade on it. I use it to open boxes. You can see pretty easily that like it's dirty. I was a groomsman in a close friend of mine's wedding, and these were the groomsman's gifts. So this has a lot of sentimental value. I think it's just a fun, easy piece. I've kind of gotten out of this whole like having a crazy knife. The thing that I realize is like you'll have these beautiful pieces, but then I'll like lose them or they'll go through the wash or something like that. I love the idea of going down that rabbit hole, but just as I've gotten older and as I'm trying to like downsize a lot of things, I just feel like having 7 knives is a little too insane for me. Everybody's tired of talking about their phone, so I'm gonna go through this super quick. This is my iPhone 16. This is the 16 Pro, I believe. I've had this since it came out. I was an iPhone 13 mini person for a while. I loved that phone. As I start doing more like content creation, I'm trying to get to the point where I'm carrying less things, and the iPhone 16 is perfect for like videos and just all that kind of stuff. I ended up putting a case on it. So this case is the Peak Design. This is great because as I start cycling and everything like that, I have like universal mounts that I'll clip onto random things. So it's just really easy and it cuts out a lot of friction when it comes to day-to-day things like filming and just using that. And then another Peak Design thing that I use is this like tripod case. And so one thing that's awesome about this is it clips right onto my phone. If you've seen me do like an outfit video or you see me do a Instagram post, if you're not following me right now, make sure you shoot me a follow. I'm doing it on my phone with this case and with this little tripod thing. When I bought the tripod aspect of it, I was a little thrown back when I went to like actually like walk up and buy it. I thought at the time I'm like, I can't believe I bought this. This is just an insane amount of money for a tripod. However, I use it so often. It has definitely been something that I've gotten my money's worth. So I am happy to have this kind of setup. I love Peak Design stuff. I love the setup. The iPhone is great for doing videos and just all sorts of that basic stuff. So this is my pen. This is the Caran d'Ache like racer pen. I had a 4-pen version. It was a Jetstream that I actually really loved that I used last year. Unfortunately, I lost it. And I just started realizing like I've got this pen. I shouldn't just upgrade things for the idea of upgrading it. Use it, beat it up, and enjoy it. So weirdly enough, this is a pen that I haven't lost yet. I haven't beaten up yet. I've used the ink a few different times. It is a metal case, so it is like bulletproof in a lot of different ways. And it's something that I really like. I would love to have more pens and do more things. I have a Mont Blanc pen that I leave at the house that never gets used, but this has been great for me, and most importantly, I don't lose it. This is my iPod Pro headphones. This is the first generation. It still has the lightning cable. I'll probably use these until they break or get water damage or something along those lines. I would like to get the new ones at some point, but it's just not in the cards right now. I don't need them, so I'm not gonna get them. These have been perfect for me. They're good for what they are, and I don't really need much else. And then my wallet. We talked about this last year. This is the Bellroy flip case. I got this last year, I believe. My buddy had the black one and I just couldn't get it out of my head. So this has been my go-to case. The color itself is the terracotta. And it's awesome. I ended up holding like 5 or 6 cards in it. If I do need to carry something like my insurance card or something like that, I have those in a certain area that I can just grab them super quick. I don't carry them on me. I don't feel the need to. Maybe I'm wrong, but super easy. The patina on this has been really great. It's something that I want to wear in, I want to break in, and I want it to like kind of grow and get better. I hate when you buy something and you only have it for a little while. Like I'm at the point in my life where I want to beat up stuff and really enjoy it. But those are all the pieces that I carry on me from a day to day. I don't carry a lot. I don't necessarily feel like I need a lot, and they're just perfect for what I need. So now we'll talk about the things that I carry on my body, like my everyday carry. I'm gonna be quick with this because I've talked about this in a previous video. My last video, I talked about most of this stuff, so there's no need to kind of get really into it. My bracelets, I talked about them in my last video. I wear a silver bracelet cuff that I got from New Hampshire, and then this gold one is what Victoria got for me. I really like it. It was thrifted from a number of years ago, and they never come off. They're just always great. They're always awesome to wear. I typically wear like 4 pairs of glasses. All 4 of them are gonna be Jacques Marie Mage. I wear the Eldorado, the Dylan, the Julian, and then these are the Sheridan. They're just great glasses. I like to typically have like 1 or 2 black pairs, 1 or 2 brown pairs, and then a metal pair. All of my glasses are transition lenses, so I don't wear sunglasses. If you've ever seen me wearing sunglasses, it's just my glasses that have been transitioned into darker lenses. Living in the city, I just don't feel the need to constantly be going in between glasses. I just don't like carrying that much stuff, and I feel like it is just more stuff than I actually need. So that is kind of my glasses situation. My watches, and I wear 2 watches more than I do anything else. I wear my Garmin 265. I've actually stopped wearing this quite a bit because I've gotten a little too caught up in the weeds when it comes to tech and everything like that. I feel like I was having issues sleeping because I was like worried about my sleep score. So this has kind of been relegated to just running, and if I'm gonna be around the city just doing a bunch of stuff and I wanna like know my metrics. But I've really kind of stopped wearing it just because I've gotten to the point where it's giving me anxiety, and I don't want that in my life. And then this is my newest piece. This is the Vaer A5 automatic. And I'll give you a little bit of a backstory about this. I've been in the watch industry for close to 7 years, and I started with a brand called Shinola. And if you're familiar with Shinola, Shinola was a like American manufacturing company, and that was something that was really important to me. My first watch that I got from them was a DLC coated Runwell, and it was a 47 millimeter. It was huge. It was all black. I thought it was the coolest watch in the world, and I remember it like vividly. It was my first like luxury timepiece. And as I progressed into my watch world, I found myself being like, I should never wear a 47, and I don't like it because it's quartz, and I ended up getting into like nicer watches. I've had a really amazing watch collection. I've been very fortunate to be in that industry when prices were not crazy, and I've been very happy about it. But I just recently picked up this Vaer watch, and can I tell you, like, this kind of excites me like my Shinola did. Vaer is a small company. They are a company that focuses on American manufacturing. I got this because I wanted something that reminded me of my Runwell. I wanted an all black watch that I could wear, I could beat up. However, I do think that they spend a little bit more effort, a little bit of time making things a bit more premium. So the movement in this is a Japanese Miyota movement. I believe it's a 42-hour power reserve. The watch itself is a 40 millimeter with a 20 millimeter lug to lug and a 48 millimeter width. If you're not a watch nerd, you're probably not gonna understand that. So basically what that means is the strap itself is 20 millimeters, which is a very standard size that allows you to wear many different straps. And then lug to lug is going to be from like where the strap hits the other strap. And those are important things to know because 40 millimeters could feel way big or it could feel really small. And so this watch for me, because I have a little bit of a smaller wrist, is perfect. It's 40 millimeters, but because the lug to lug is a little bit smaller, it wears so perfect on my wrist. And then it has a crazy lume and then the DLC coating. I wanted this because I wanted something that I could wear as like my travel watch. I am a 5 watch only person. So traditionally what that means for me is a dressy watch, 3 casual watches, and then like a beater watch. And so my dressy watch is a watch that my grandfather gave to me years ago. My 3 casual watches are going to be my 2 Rolexes and my Vaer watch. And then my beater watch is my Garmin watch that I just kind of take out and do anything like this. The reason why I went with this is because I wanted that casual kind of feel. This watch has become like my daily driver from a day in and day out standpoint. I'm really happy that I have it. So I have two belts. My belt that I use most of the time is going to be my Shinola bridle belt. It's a single stitch across it. I've had it for years. It's just a classic black belt, really simple, really easy. And then I have my wife belt that I talked about in a previous video, actually my last video. So if you want to know more about that belt, then I definitely recommend checking out that video. But those are the things that I kind of wear on my person. I'm not trying to be crazy on a day-to-day when it comes to those pieces. I just like wearing them. I want super easy, super chill, and I'm happy to have them. Now, what is in my bag? So the bag itself that I use, I've had this for years. I got this from New York. It is a Baggu cloud bag, just the regular size. If you live in Chicago or if you're from a city, a lot of the cities now are going into like bagless areas. So if you go and you buy something from a store, you have to pay for a bag, and it's always just kind of a pain in the butt. I don't really want to deal with that. I use it as a weekender bag if Victoria and I are just going to a place for like a one-night trip. If I'm leaving the house, I'm probably carrying this bag. The cool thing about it too is the fact that it has these little snaps on the inside. It has like this little bag right here that it stuffs everything into it. So if you are traveling and you know that you'll need extra space, you can just stuff this into there, put it into your carry-on, and you'll be super good to go. The bag itself is awesome. It's like 60 bucks, worth every penny in my opinion. But let's get into what's actually in the bag. My water bottle. This is the most expensive water bottle I've ever purchased, and to sit there and tell you that it's worth it is not right. However, it is worth it to me. This was $165 after taxes. It is a titanium Snow Peak water bottle that is in 800 milliliters. I think that's like 28 ounces. It is crazy light. This was like the exact example of like, if I didn't buy this one, I would end up buying like 3 different versions of an option like this and not have liked it. So this bottle has been awesome. Although it is insanely expensive, they do it a few different colors. If you're like a tech guy, or you're like a dude who just likes to buy it once and have it forever, you'll be very happy with the Snow Peak water bottle. It's an insane price that I can't tell you to go get, and I'm not saying it's worth it, but if you're insane like me, you'll like it quite a bit. My keychain. This is a keychain that Victoria made for me. She crocheted it. It's like a grab-on-to kind of keychain. It says Jimothy on it. That's her nickname for me. If anybody calls me Jimothy in the comments, we're gonna have some problems. But she made it for me. It's something that I really like. It's cute. I will throw my keys on it, actually. My keys. I don't need to carry keys on me. To enter my building is a code, to do all that stuff is a code, so I never carry my keys on me unless I'm going in the car or leaving the house. This is one of my favorite pieces of items that I have. I literally have this in almost every single one of my like bags or at my house. And this is just the mini, I forget what, Swiss Army knife. And it's more for like cleaning your nails and stuff like that, but you'd be surprised how often I use it. It has a little just knife right here, which I probably never use. The thing I use more than you'd have any idea is the scissors, because like you work out or you get like a little bit of hangnail. This thing has saved me so many different times. 25 bucks, best thing I've ever purchased. Highly recommend it. They do it in like 4 different colors. But then I have like my keys to get into my storage locker. Victoria makes these cute little keychains. And then this one says lasagna on it. I have a number of nieces, and Victoria and I, when we were choosing Lola's name, I wanted to call her Lasagna because I was gonna call her Lizzie for short, Lizzie Lasagna, stupid. But the nieces thought that was so cute and so funny, so they made a lasagna logo for her. So shout out to the little nieces. But these are the keys, really boring. Not a lot to it, but still something that's kind of nice to have. My little grandma bag. This is the bag that I was just literally talking about. I have a charger, which these chargers are trash. Don't ever recommend buying it, but I already own it, so it is what it is, and I keep it. I don't even think Apple sells these anymore, but it's just an Apple charger that you plug in. It's whatever. I always have wired headphones with me. The reason being is I am so bad at charging my headphones, and I'll go to the gym and there's nothing worse than going to the gym or going for a run or going on the train and your headphones dying and then having to like stare at people the whole time. So I always have at least a pair of these hidden around. And then this is my grandma bag. Tissues in here. I have a Tide to Go pen because I spill on everything. I have Tylenol, and then these little things which are actually really cool. These are the little toothbrushes. These are great if you just like ate a bunch of junk food and you want something to just clean your teeth real quick. We have these in the car, we have these ones in the house. I don't use them very often. It's just one of those things that's nice to have. And then obviously tissues, but those are my grandma things. And like I said, this EDC is kind of boring. And then lastly, this is actually something that you're gonna make fun of me for. I've kind of gotten into knitting over the last few weeks. So I am in the process of knitting a scarf for myself. I eventually want to get to a hat. And the reason why I'm knitting a hat is because I can never get a Bexel cord hat. So I was like, screw it, I'll do it myself. There's a place near me that does like these really beautiful yarns. If I'm at a coffee shop or something like that, I'd rather be doing something like this as opposed to like just sitting on my phone looking at Instagram. So this has been a great kind of stimulant for somebody like me who has a little bit of ADD, and I love it. The material itself, this is a cotton cashmere blend. So it's super soft, it's super cozy. It's gonna take me like a year to finish it, but I really like this. And this has been in my bag for the last few weeks now, and I'm really, really digging it. Judge me all you want, but sometimes it's nice to do something that's just not on the TV or just like not on your phone. But these are my things that I carry on a day-to-day event. I know it's probably not crazy tech, and I don't have a Louis Vuitton wallet or a designer wallet to talk about, but I really like things that I have, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So we'll chat soon, and make sure you like and subscribe. Later.